A little what's up, guys, and a little bit of Barry Gaming here, and blah 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 blah, and doing this next and that did this, that did that, yep, all that nonsense.
Hey guys, Barry Gaming here. Hey guys, Barry Gaming here. Hey guys, Barry Gaming here.
Hey guys, Barry Gaming here.
What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here today. What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here again today. What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here. What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes. What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here. What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here. What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with the Dungeon Daddy and Pasty Legs MK. Right here, right here. This is gonna work. Where this left bottom corner. Yeah, there we go, there we go. It's like they got a space. Oh. Do I do it again? What? What? Are you serious? Yes! Oh, guys, this is it. This is it. Yes! Yes! Oh, yes! Go! Oh, Penny, yes! We did it, guys! We did it, Valentino! There we go, we got another Drake. I was gonna say... Oh my god! So just so you know, if you're ever thinking, maybe I should do light and dark orbs, what is happening here? 5-star. Can't believe it. Already have 2 carry copies, and the carries are just going to... What? Yes, we got another Russell. Don't die, don't die. Oh my god. We got 2 huge actives though. Oh!
Here, Barry, use this for the content.
Kevin, stop! Oh no! Oh, can we do it? Come on, Ada. Come on, Ada. Come on, Ada. Tara, Ada, Tara, Ada. Let's do it! Oh my god! Ninja Aspen in the house, boys and girls. Oh, but we still got it. No! Of course, after we wait, we get a 1. But guys, we need to do something for Wally here. So as you see right here, Wally has 1,300 scrolls. He's got 1,300 scrolls. That's not too bad, right guys? We're giving him all the scrolls he needs to do the event. Sponsored by Coca-Cola and Jack Daniels. Please sponsor me. What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here. We're going super fast because we don't know what else to do, so we're talking really fast to get this over with and get right into the video. So, what's going on? Yeah, young Barry. Before babies Barry. That's pretty much what that is. That was actually, now that I think about it, yeah, that all that footage was before babies. Every last one of those clips. Yes, that's Mrs. Barry. That is Mrs. Barry. We were married at that time, yes. What's up, Thirsty? What's going on, man? Is relay packages a go-to on this event or what? I don't know. It's like, alright. It's not anything like amazing. Wait, that's wrong one. Oh, over here. Yeah, there we go. So we're on Tap right now. It should be within like 10 minutes that we get the update on Tap so we can start taking a look at the event. There was one thing I noticed on WeChat. I wonder if I can find it real quick. Where is it? Is this it? So there's one thing that looked different. That one. Oh, there it is. Today. Betty is coming tonight. So there's one kind of big difference I noticed here. Let's actually talk about that. So when I made my video talking about this event, I kind of made sure to kind of go on the safe side, because what you guys have already seen is this right here. So this right here, this is what we saw from the English trend. However, this is what was different on the Chinese one. 50 more VIP and getting 50 5-star heroes is confusing, which leads me to believe that we need to actually do some math here real quick. So let's take a look at this. What's the math on this? Grab the calculator. All right, so we have 60 plus 120 plus 125 times 2. 170 plus 320. That is... Wait, yeah, there we go. Right? No. I'm going to do that again real quick. 60 plus 120 plus 125 equals times 2 plus 170 plus 320. There we go. 1100. Okay, so 1100 is the total of these guys. So which one is the correct one? It looks like that math is the one that matches up. Yeah. Yeah, I heard we're married. Is there a new? No, I mean it's always been the same. It's always been the same, Mrs. Barry. So yeah, this actually looks like it's correct, which means this right here means it's even easier to get your rewards. Technically, you only need what? If you take and get 10 more points, that's 100 scroll difference, right? So that means... Wait, I already closed that screen. Hold on. Bear with me. Are you guys feeling what I'm talking about? So that means getting to like 125 is just even easier. Like even easier. And 120 is even easier too. Like this event is going to be super easy to complete, because I imagine this is the correct total. That's 1,000 and 1,100. Yep. Whereas the one that we had a weird total. It only went up to 950, 1,040. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is incorrect. Pretty sure the English one was incorrect and the Chinese one was correct. So even easier to get yourself a sublimation chest. Like even easier. Do you think Betty will replace Starwing Jar? No, because she doesn't hit every target like Starwing Jar does with her active ability. She only hits the back row, I believe. I think. Maybe. We'll see. Big question mark. But that's the big question I have. What's up, Hup? What's going on, man? What is up? Got stuff ready to make her? I believe I do. I don't know if I'm going to do Heroic Scrolls this event. I haven't quite decided. If I do, I'll do those tomorrow. Because I probably want like a Betty Tenant anyway. Hold on. Something. We have 1,000 scrolls on our... Actually, I might as well just jump over. So on our main account here, we do have 1,000 scrolls. We have the Swippy swaps. We only have 90. Well, 90 Eternal Crystals is plenty. So yeah, either way, we'll have Betty built on the main account. We also have that one Betty server. Sadly, we can't be for her, but it would be a good look to see what a really early game Transcendence Betty would be. Wait. No, never mind. No, we can't Transcendence. Never mind. I thought we could for some reason on this server. Absolutely cannot. So forget that. But yeah, on the main account, we definitely will. Definitely. We're just sitting over here waiting on tap at this. Blood Type Queen is not bad. You guys haven't played her much. Don't insult my baby. In comparison, all right. In comparison, she's. Barry, have you ever not built the Transcendence Hero on release? I always build it just so you guys can get the Transcending fight done. We also have a special CDKEY code tonight. Stay tuned for that. We'll have that a little bit later in the stream. Get you an extra core and gems and stuff like that. Any ideas when the next dark hero will be? I mean, we just had a dark one. We also had a light one. Probably Christmas. I would say Christmas probably for a dark hero. I'd probably say Christmas. What would the next dark hero be anyway? Priest, warrior, mage, probably ranger. I'd say we're gonna get a ranger or an assassin in dark soon. Ranger might be good. It is really weird that Betty is a... Oh wait, no, Betty's mage. I don't know why I thought Betty was a ranger for brain. I was like, wait, that doesn't sound right. Yeah. I wonder what the next forest transcendence will look like. Well, forest just got G-ster. But again, probably looking at a ranger from the forest faction. Have we? No, we need another Abyss Transcendence. So next month we're gonna get an Abyss hero. Right? Yeah. Yeah, because we only have 2 from Abyss, right? Yeah. So what are we gonna get from? Oh God, wait, are we getting another? No, Arania was a priest. That's right. Mage. Man, we're gonna get a whole ton of mages. I feel like a ton of them. Oh yeah, Freya is a ranger, isn't she? Yeah, so maybe a mage. I don't know. Either way, we're going to see a lot of mages and rangers in the next year become Transcendence heroes, that's for sure. We're going to see a lot of them. Like, a lot of them. The next Transcendence and Abyss hero, it's the Dark, or it's Dark because PDE is the last Dark hero, and she's older than HHMFG. Yeah, but they save Light and Dark heroes for special occasions. The only reason why we had Natalie come out so soon is because it was anniversary and they wanted to release a lighter dark hero on all the big events. So I think we'll see another dark hero at Christmas and a light hero at Chinese New Year. Abyss Mage sounds interesting, right? Like Abyss Mage actually sounds like not too bad. We've had Delacium. Scary. Actually, yeah, man, there's a big, like, mages are definitely the oldest. Wow. Been a long time since we've had mages in Abyss. Warrior meta is absolutely not over. I doubt it. It's going to take a lot to take the warriors out of the meta. They're just all so built well. They should make some characters have multiple factions. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that soon. A lot of games do that. Can you ask community managers for more skins for non-trans heroes? Yeah, I don't think they care about that anymore. It's just a minor buff. At this point, like, when you really think about it, the buff you get from, like, your Cloud Island for, like, fixed stats is, like, next to nothing nowadays. It's all about the treasure train. We'll have to see. You can't put me on timeout for making IH joke. I didn't see what it was. Sorry. I trust my mods, though, to have good judgment. I think it's out on TapTap now. We can check. Let me just jump servers and see if we get a pop-up. No, not on TapTap yet. We're chilling over here. We're waiting for it. We're hoping it comes out. It should be out any minute, really. Usually right around this time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time is when it comes out. What's the code? Oh, you're going to have to wait a little bit. You're going to have to wait. You're not going to get it at the beginning of the stream. How many scrolls do I need? What do you mean? For like rewards, 700 to 750, because the English translation is actually kind of wrong, and this event is better than it was in the English translations. The Chinese translations looks correct. There we go. There's the update. I was gonna say right around this time is when we get the update all the time. Let's jump back to server 1. Let's check it out. What time is it for me? It's 8:31 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Hello, Dylan. Is it Dylan? Yeah, it's Dylan. I don't know why I said Dylan. I was literally watching earlier the Key and Peele skit, Substitute Teacher. Every time it makes me read names completely. Barry isn't gonna give the code immediately. Of course, we gotta hold it. Like a tease. You gotta wait. Oh god, Transcendence Mirax with his active skill could just like decimate. He has the most useless basic skill in the world. Hey, Aaron, Jaqueline, Timothy, present. Okay. Let's look at next week's event real quick. Carnival Shelter. Feels like we just had Imp's Adventure, but man, these weeks are just kind of blending together. Okay, everything looks normal here, right? How's a crystal? Yeah. Yep, that looks right. Yep, that looks right. Take a look at the event. Yep. So English spoilers were incorrect. This event just got so much better. So much better. 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. Yep, that all looks correct. The values look correct. This guy does, in fact, not have the holiday ones. Holy cow. This one's not really as great to go for. I was expecting this to have the holiday 2023 pink ones in here. Does not. Not as good. Never mind. I mean, still good rewards and stuff, but... Code to be determined. Yep, there's no tickets in here. Sad day. This does not have elusive mirror. This is, yeah, it's like 50 bucks. Like 20. Let's just add this up. Let's do the calculation. 328 plus 128 plus 12 plus 98 plus 7 plus 30. Wait, I definitely messed that math up. 328 plus 128 plus 12 plus 98 plus 7 plus 30. What is happening to my calculator here? Every time I click off the screen, it keeps messing up. Whatever. My calculator literally keeps bugging out. It's really weird. Message retracted. So yeah, daily rewards are the same. Let's talk about this event. Let's talk about this event, guys, because we're on the live stream here. We got the event on TapTap, and one thing I did notice, so when we made our video earlier in the day where we talked about the reward structure, how things happened, well, there were a couple discrepancies, and I'm going to show you guys right here. So on the news here, for those of you guys who didn't see it just yet, this is the English translation. It only had 750 VIP points. It only had 40 5-star heroes, and that would normally be okay. However, if you take a look and add up all the rewards, this comes up to 1100 because you can claim all 3 of these twice and the bottom 2 once. 1100 means this math makes no sense because this math comes to 1040. However, on the Chinese information, we had 50 bucks more essentially for the VIP, and of course these here. That means that, yeah, the event was not properly talked about on the English side of things. Big surprise. So what that means is when we jump back in game here and take a look at everything, you can see the numbers now match up. You can now get up to 50 5-star heroes here, and that is a big difference because what that means is now in order to get the rewards, which the rewards still look correct, this is a 90 sublimation chest for 120. This is a core of origin chest for 125. If you want to get to the 120 mark, this just got even easier because honestly, this is a gimme. Everybody should be able to pull 50 heroes out of your bag unless it's like week 1 of your account or something like that. You should have heroes in your bag between fusions, 5-star heroes, summons, all these different things to get the rewards. So right there, that's 50 points off of your 120, meaning now you only need 70 points, which means you're saving a full 100 scrolls. Yeah. That means you're only going 700 in. However, that does mean it's a little negative in a way because like that means you're going 1900 scrolls to get 2 of these then, right? 19 plus is 19 is 190 points. Then you got 50 points. So it's a really weird one. You're almost wasting some points getting 2 of these. What that does mean This is a big difference now, is if you go for the full event for 200 points and you're getting these heroes, that means you don't have to spend anything and you don't have to use any starry gems in order to claim 2 cores of origin chests, aka 1 full core of origin. That is a big difference from the English spoiler to the Chinese spoiler, and this one ends up being the winner here. So you can see here, you can now actually get both of these for doing 2,000 heroic scrolls and the rewards. Very, very awesome. This is really good. I wouldn't call it God tier Nino. I would call it still very solid. A full core is going to cost you a full double. You get 2. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that, Dono.
From Germany. I like your content, smile.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate the support. Thank you, thank you. Now, there's a couple things to talk about here. That also means going for the scattered spirit vein shards if it's something you really need on your account and you don't need cores, you don't need sublimations, any of that stuff. Technically, you can get this here. 200,000 takes you a long way on your destiny transitions here. Now 170 means that's easier to get to now as well, because 50 of it comes right here, meaning 1200 heroic scrolls is going to be the minimum if you want to grab the spirit vein. This also means getting to 320 a little easier, because if you take 200 points and 50, that puts you at 250, and then if you spend $100, that's pretty close to getting, actually no, that's actually more. You don't have to spend as much now, essentially, because you're getting 10 extra points here, and 10 points is literally a difference of $10, right? I think that's the difference. So honestly, this relay might be perfect in combination with this event for you guys to grab this if that's something you want. Or of course, well, don't do this one. This is a bad investment. 250 versus 320 for 2 of these. Yeah, no, you only get this if you're completely like buying out the event. But honestly, Scattered Spirit Vein has become the premium resource for a good majority of players, unless you're going for Betty and you want to start accumulating all of these, because for Betty you can only get what? 1, 2, 3. You can only get 3 cores of origin for Betty. That means you're still going to need another core to get her to Noble Core, which means nobody's going to be taking her to Destiny Transition this week. I don't think there's a way to get a core anywhere else in this event. Now, one last thing to talk about as far as the star store from what we've seen on the TapTap servers. Again, you get 2 more here, which is awesome. That's the 2, 4, 5, 6. Yep. 30 cores of Transcendence. You're getting 5 of the Divine Power Ore Gems. That's to level up your tree. Your Destiny Transition, you're getting 1,000,000 Stellar Shards, and you're getting this weird pink treasure chest. Now, originally, I thought in the spoiler, this was going to be the holiday version, so to speak. I don't know if I even have Treasure Train open. Yeah, I don't have it open on this account, sadly, on TapTap. But essentially what it is, it's the non-holiday ones. But some of these are still kind of good. So it really is up to you if it makes your decision to push for this. It's not really necessary, but again, 1,100 points to buy everything out. So that means you're spending $800 USD on this event. And you're doing 25 Soul Awakenings. Now, these Soul Awakenings can be on any hero. However, if you want to double up on rewards and get some bonus rewards with Betty, you need to get 60 of those points, however many Awakenings that is. It's usually like 10-ish, somewhere in that ballpark. They all have to be on Betty copies to get these rewards, which they're mainly just hero chests. And they have the Glorious Flag selection chest. It also has a Mysterious Artifact selection chest. However, there is no elusive mirror on this one, so beware. As far as the value down here, I mean, it kind of is what it is. It's always giving you that artifact essence, giving you 1 fully maxed out Ormus artifact. If it's something you still need, that's great. Otherwise, I mean, this chest has Betty in it as well, in case you need a Betty. You're getting what? 15, 25, 30... 42, 45 cores of Transcendence. You're getting 60 scrolls. You're getting gems. It's like it's an okay one, and it's about $100. So kind of is what it is. And sadly, we don't have the treasure train tickets in the Transcending fight. If that's something you want to know, though, we will be building it as soon as it's live on the normal servers, and we'll get this going. But honestly, this event just went from good to pretty dang good, because 700 heroic scrolls to get the rewards here for a sublimation chest, or 750 to get a Core of Origin is a pretty good premium number. We've seen it as low as 700. We've seen it as high as 1100. So this, as far as Transcendence event, pretty solid. It's pretty good. No, nothing special just yet. We haven't done the code or anything yet. We haven't shared it yet. We're still just checking out on TapTap. We're just getting all the info, kind of so that we can have some good info for the event. Amazing. This is gonna be this turned out to be a better event. Now it's not as good as the other week where you could get like just a 2 chests for like 25,000 gems, but overall it's good. Should we take a look at the hero as well? So we are still on TapTap, so translations can be a little funky. However, we can take our first look at the hero, and what we'll also do...
The flower of life should be nourished with fresh blood and pain. Only in that way will it be in full bloom forever.
Man, she's got a long line here.
Come on, close your eyes and feel the process of healing.
It's a little dark.
Come on, close your eyes. The flower of life. The flower of life. Come on.
Okay, that's the only 2 she has. All right, that's fine. I always like checking out the lines now, even though I don't play the game with audio. Yeah. So her hero name is TBB for short. Yeah, it is what it is. So let's take a look at our skills. As far as speed goes, 19 or 12. Man, I'm dyslexic tonight. 1289, pretty decent speed overall. Oh man.
Let's spend some money. He deserves a smile.
I think I might spend some money this week. But as far as the hero goes, what we have to do is we have to jump over to our other server. That way, what we can do is actually check out the special power-ups for the hero, because if you don't have a Transcendence hero, you don't get all these extra things. We're just going to jump right into her tree and look at her skills that way. So her active skill, 1400% attack damage to backline enemies. Afterward, releases her chemotherapy on survived enemies in order from highest to lowest based on their attack values. If it is repeatedly released in the duration of the active skill, its effect changes gradually. 1600% attack damage to the target, reduces 100% for each extra one. That's not a huge like decline right there. That's not too bad. Inflicts damage equal to 12% of their max HP, increased by 2%. Oh, and this one increases by 2% by each target, capping at 1500% of her attack, with a 100% chance to blood binding twine the target for 2 rounds, reduces 15% for each target. Now the bleed on the twine is 800%. That's not too bad either. Okay, that's solid. So precision increased, deals extra damage, wow, to twine targets. That could be huge. And then additionally reduces backline enemies' control immunity. That just helps her synergy, all that fun stuff. Her basic attack deals 860% attack damage to frontline enemies, reducing their control immunity and bleeds them. Pretty straightforward, nothing too special there. Okay, that's just increasing its all damage dealt. Deals extra damage. Wow, she has a lot of these extra big damage chunks. Additionally restores self. Oh, okay, so she does have self-sustain. This is something we'd actually been looking in her skill tree and we're like, I don't see any type of healing. Additionally restores HP. So her basic attack has a pretty sizable heal. 1200% should be decent. Sadly, it's not a percentage of HP. This one could be pretty solid though. So she does have a heal, however, it's at the very end of the noble sublimation. Okay, not even gonna try to say that one. Oblation. When self has more than 100 energy, okay, that's not too bad. Remember, this can't trigger at the beginning of a combat, so you can't put an energy artifact on her and have this work. It has to be basically anytime after the beginning of the battle. I imagine if you have 100 energy and then you gain energy in the round, it'll go off. So when you have more than 100 energy, triggers Scarlet Therapy without consuming any energy. That's the active ability. Dealing damage equal to 60% of its original damage. So it's not a full Scarlet Therapy. It's 60% of it. The effect of which can be triggered up to 1 time each round. So only 1 time. I was hoping it would go off multiple times. But I guess, yeah, if she has 100, if she has over 100, it doesn't matter. Okay. Triggered is considered a passive skill, and its skill level is the same as this one here. At the beginning of each battle, when you yourself is a substitute, can't be triggered. So yeah, it can't happen at the beginning of battle. That's what we knew. After triggering it, increases self-control precision, so a better chance of CC. And after triggering, additionally increases self-energy by 30 when releasing active skills the next time. So do you get the 30 energy after you use your active skill? If so, that is really good. Like, really good. The last one here increases self all damage reduction by 8% for 2 rounds and restores self 20 energy for every 1 twined enemy. It just says twined. It doesn't say blood twine. There's that floor synergy. At the end of each round, deals damage equal to 40% of the target's lost HP to each twined enemy, capping at blah, blah, blah. Additionally reduces. So that one's not too big of a deal right there. For every 1 twined enemy, increases control precision. Okay. At the end of each round, additionally reduces twined targets by 20 energy. And lastly, we have her Noble Core. When self releases Scarlet Therapy or triggers it, deal 300% damage to all twined enemies and reduces their energy by 10 with a 50% to reduce 10 more. Deal 150% damage to the rest of the enemies with a 50. Okay, her core sounds kind of nutty. Not only does it do additional damage, but it has a 50% chance to twine targets that are not currently twined. That seems really, really good. And again, it's anytime Scarlet Therapy happens. So whether you're using an active skill or hitting 100 energy, this is going to go off. All the way up to 75% at level 8. I don't know. What do you guys think? This seems like a pretty solid core if you're going for her potentially as an early game like damage dealer or something, or like your main hero. I really would love to see her as the main damage dealer on account. Of course, it's still probably going to come weaker than Jara. Well, maybe it might compete with Jara. I don't know. Don't worry, we're getting to that. We're not there just yet. Next is the Destiny transition. So that's the basic stuff here. What's her basic one? When self has 12 layers, consumes it, and deals damage to all backline enemies, there's a 36% chance to twine them. That's not too bad. Let's see what's over here. Additionally reduces frontline's armor, extra damage. That's awesome. All of her things are 20% of the current HP, not max HP. That's one thing to remember. The reason why it's a higher percentage is because it's on current HP. But yeah, as the 3rd or 4th Transcendence, she might not be bad as like a second householder or something. Yeah, so this one, it has damage, has some utility built in, reduces control immunity, reduces damage reduction by 20% to enemies. That's pretty sweet. Increases all damage dealt, control, precision, or speed. Over here, additionally reduces frontline's energy, so more energy loss, more backline damage, or increasing self energy by 50. Wow, okay. Then beyond that, this changes the transition skill to when you get 12 layers, consumes them, deals damage backline enemies, and inflicts them equal to 20% of the current HP. Okay, so it just adds like an extra layer damage. Not all that huge. It's a solid tree. It's solid. It's not horrible. And I know the question you guys are asking. I know. We're gonna go here. Let's go to Cloud Island. Let's take a look. So as far as her tenants go, yeah, the spoiler looks correct. Rainia over here doesn't seem like a great one. You're probably gonna build just Natalie. You're probably... This is weird. So... not a good choice for first Transcendence heroes because you're not going to want to build either of the other 2 Transcendence heroes as tenants. And normally you do that so that you can put all your secondary power and have your second Origin 5 hero be a tenant. However, they all suck. Like literally, like you're not going to use like any of these heroes at all anywhere in the game except maybe another Betty. But Betty is already horrible as it is. Getting Sealand done, so her tenants are bad. She is also a tenant for Arania and Elena. So again, not very useful. She is not a good tenant. She is not, well, I mean, she might be a good tenant, but the tenants that she can possibly be for, absolutely the ones you don't put in. I mean, Elena's good, but usually you don't need a household Elena. And then beyond that, her tenants are garbage. So I'm optimistic, but we're just going to have to see how this hero plays out. because I don't think she's going to be amazing because of her tenants. Is that bad to say that her tenants kind of taint it for me? I feel like her tenants just ruined it for you. The tenant situation, it like literally makes or breaks a hero. And like her tenants are just garbage. Like both I mean, I guess you could go with like a Bloodtide Queen Arania as your second Transcendence hero. That doesn't sound good at all. My guess is you're still gonna want to go for like Lord of Fear Aspen as your first tenant or first Transcendence hero. You're gonna build Elena, or you're gonna build Scarlet Queen Halora as your second, Elena as your third, and then potentially build her. The one nice advantage is her tenants for the second slot, like, they're not that hard to build. They're easy heroes to build for the most part. Mary, can you check Natalie is available to select hero for cores, please? Yeah, you can get all the cores of Origin. Yep. Could have been really good, yeah. I was gonna say if instead of Lord of Death Azrael, it had Starwing Jara here, and instead of Arania, it had like Scarlet Queen Halora. Oh, that would have been so amazing. Could you imagine like main householder with like Jara and Queen tenants? Like that would have been amazing. Still haven't told you guys the code just yet. Nope. Barry, can you use proper trans names? It gets confusing when you mention non-trans heroes versus a trans hero. What do you mean? Was I just saying Betty? Code has got no code hasn't been released yet at all. But thank you so much for those super chats, man. I saw those earlier. I appreciate it. We are probably spending this week, so any amount of dollars you guys send over tonight, up to 800, is literally going to be going towards our account anyway. it's literally going into the IH fund. They can just swap those tenants. The recent tenants have been disappointing. All of them have been so bad recently. I don't know why. It's only live on TapTap right now, yeah. We'll get with the program, you'll understand. Events is not going yet, so code hasn't. No, we'll release the code when we're going over the event on the regular servers and we're doing a bunch of stuff, and then we're gonna test out the hero. Everyone said DTV was gonna be trash because awful tenants too. I mean, yeah, but they are pretty awful tenants for early game. However, the fact that he got Natalia made a huge difference. She's like really good, but they're not even bad. They're just not as useful. Like both of these heroes can get C-Lane 20 done. Neither one of these can, I guess. They're not great. Literally none of them can beat the tenants right here. Like Drake is a great hero to have on your account. He's not optimal, but like he works. Scarlet Queen Halora, literally the must-have hero on like every account. I guess you could say spot 3 is a little weak. However, isn't Amun-Ra? Yeah, you already can build like Amun-Ra here if you want to. And then she just slots right in for Lord of Fear Aspen once you're done with Eloise. And then you can also have like a carry or something. It's just because his tenants are just so good and they can carry over from the Eloise build. That's the biggest thing. Eos is the best tenant in the game. Probably stat-wise, right? Like Eos literally has, Sun Devourer Eos has like the best overall power in the game, I think. As far as usability is kind of borderline if she's great or not, but like, yeah, she's really, really good, which is why on our free-to-play account, I can't wait to get an Eos. Trashy Lago is better tenant for DTV than others because she has a skin. I mean, yeah, but yeah, it's true. I don't know. I do think Betty's skill set sounds really optimistic, right? So even her tree here, like, it's additional damage with a chance to twine them. That's cool. I really like her tree. I honestly really like her core of origin. It seems like a really good one. It does everything you want in a core. It doesn't it doesn't really support your other team. It's very much a noble core designed for her to be your main hero. And I think that's the type of cores we're going to see moving forward, since getting a noble core is important to unlock Destiny Transition. Because she has two different ways to release it. She can technically release Scarlet Therapy twice in a round, once passively, and then she can release her active, meaning she's dealing not a huge amount of damage to all Bloodbind twined enemies. She can also have a chance to reduce their energy, and then I like this part, a 50% chance to blood twine anybody who's not twined for 2 rounds. That seems really good. The poll had 420 votes. Yeah, middle of the pack kind of sounds right from people voting. Eric says, I have 9k starter gems and a B Vulcan. Should I save for an A tier hero or splurge on his Tenants? I mean, it's really important getting a giant killer copy. It just makes so many more things doable in the game. Barry, what's the best second Transcendence hero if you have Sword Flash? Probably just don't have Sword Flash. Unless you really love the hero. And then if that's the case, Scarlet Queen Halora, 100%. If you're forcing yourself to play, then yes. I would not, however, use that hero anymore. Sword Flash was the best hero for like literally 2 years, and then she fell off to the Warriors. Is Vesa or Freya a better second homeowner in a Jara team? Freya's really good. A lot of people kind of discount what Freya can do. The dodge is invaluable. Hard to say. Barry, who would you suggest to trans first? Mockman or Holmes Young? I wouldn't pick either of them. I've done both of them as first Transcendence heroes. They don't end up well, but out of both of them, I mean, if you're forcing yourself to do it, Mockman would be the better option. However, everybody who's playing the game should pick one hero and one hero only. Lord of Fear Aspen. And that's usually, that's when you get your second Transcendence hero. When you have your first Transcendence hero, it should usually be Vesa to support your Eloise. Your Eloise has all your power. The Vesa is there to support. The second you get your second Transcendence hero, you swap Vesa to Lord of Fear Aspen, and you build Scarlet Queen Halora as the second Transcendence. And then you just mop the floor with everything. Work on his tenants, work on his household, all that fun stuff. Missing Fairy Fairy is one between the best, but her transition really sucks. Yeah, it's not that great. It's a confusing one. Or HHA, yeah. You can go Hyperspace Hunter Ilamok as your first Transcendence if you want over Vesa. It's just, if you build him, you really need to progress further in Void Vortex. Otherwise, it's a waste. Should I go trans Ilamok or Aspen to pair with Eloise? Go with Ilamok for the time being. Yeah, PDE is really good for the dodging as well. Thanks, Barry. I made him spender. I made a mistake. I went for Holmes as my first E5. I mean, Holmes Young is not a bad first E5. He's literally the second best E5 hero you can build as your first hero behind Eloise. So it's not like a horrible decision. However, you really do not want to make him Transcendence hero, because as a Transcendence hero, if you're not spending, Holmes Young is not great as Star Alchemist Young. Eloise is the better option, but again, if you went Holmes Young, it's not like the worst thing in the world. We've done it before. It's fine. How about Shia's first Transcendence? Nah, you don't want to do that. Let me check. It's 9 o'clock, so I imagine this is going to come out on Android very soon and iOS shortly after. Don't worry, guys. We're going to get to the code here in a little bit. Gonna get a code. We're gonna each get more cores of Transcendence, more gems, all that fun stuff. You gotta refund. You gotta stock back up on all those gems you just blew last week, because I think everybody did. If you have a full core on Star Alchemist Holmes Young and you didn't spend, is that still bad? Oh man, that is some commitment, Banana. I mean, it could be fun though. Could be fun. My free-to-play, Kumar says, my free-to-play account is 2.5 months old and has Void 3 Eloise and have 4 10-star heroes. Yeah, it's not horrible. That's a good pace. Make sure you're only building 10-star heroes like Ignis and stuff, not heroes you want to keep in the long run. Honestly, Nick, it really depends on what game mode. It's hard to say just generically what the best Transcendent heroes, like the 6-hero team, would be. There's just so many options nowadays. Someone told me an A Vesta for 15k star. I don't think they go for that cheap right now. I'm still running Vesta as my main hero, even though I have 7 Transcendent heroes. Man, I used to do that. Remember, Fanta? I was so all in on Vesta, and then I was just like, nope, Warriors are where it's at. That's where you gotta go. Yeah. Let's see. Is it out on server 1 on Android? Let's check it out. See. Think so. I'm not getting any pop-ups, so. Yeah, you guys want to check out anything else with this hero? I don't know necessarily if I'm going to be able to power this hero up tonight, though. We might have to test Betty tomorrow. No, Fairy Queen Vesta is not that bad as a main hero. It's just not as optimal. But who cares about optimal, right? It's more about having fun. Oh, man, I'd love to make an account. Man, honestly, I was honestly thinking of skipping this week's event on the main account and just dropping like 1k on a new account that's gonna focus on Betty. Oh man, I wonder have any Bettys hit the auction house? Any Bettys actually hit the auction house on? Oh my god, why are they so expensive? That's more expensive than an Aspen. You guys are smoking some stuff. Holy cow. Good lord. Literally, that's like the lowest A- hero you possibly could have. Does have Giant Killer at least. That's interesting. I mean, I'd probably drop like 25. I'd probably drop 20 to 25k on this hero, but I don't think I'd put that much into that hero. I might consider making a Betty account if these go for a lot cheaper. Talking like 25,000. Yeah, people probably hope they could sell it in before. What does Giant Killer change? You literally are doing double damage. Changes everything. Double damage. Constantly. In just about every game mode. How much are Aspens with Star Expedition? Very close. 32, 31, 32. A lot of Aspens hit it, but they all have B+. But you can get one for around 30. You need just the bare minimum for Giant Killer. Around 30k. You can get it for like 25k if you bid on it. Stuff like that. I think she'll be for under 25k, honestly. I know she's like the new hotness or the new hero, but I don't think that's going to matter enough. Her Noble Core, let's be honest, doesn't her Noble Core actually sound really good though? Like, I really think her Noble Core, like, if you're building her as your main hero, sounds really, really good. Additional chances, potentially 2 chances to twine targets. It's a 50% chance, too. Would you build this hero with a Rui Scepter as well? Because the downside is the Core of Origin is the only way to twine the front row, right? Yeah, she doesn't, her basic attack doesn't have a chance to twine, which is front row, and her active skill is only backline. So she technically doesn't have a way to crowd control the front row, so I don't know if you can get away with a Rui Scepter. JJ says I got an A+ Aspen on my free-to-play account. I need someone to buy it to gift my gems to the main. Don't you wish you could just send the hero out to the main? That would just be so convenient if you could just be like, oh, I hit something good. Let me just send this copy to my main. But I can understand why, because people would make like a billion, like they'd have a server on like every server on your account, and then they just gift it to themselves. It was understandable. But this seems really good. Shadow meme, not Jara. She'll be second Transcendence. Yeah. Yeah, the update still isn't out, as Amanda said. Oh, we're on tap servers. We get it like half an hour to 45 minutes before Android, and then iOS takes a little bit longer after Android server 1 gets it. This is on the tap servers. There is something I forgot. So Wednesday I had some real life stuff going on. I can't even show it to you here anyway. There are 2 new things on tap that will be coming to Android. I'll make a quick video about it probably tomorrow or something. Hollow chapter 2.1 to 2.10 is coming out, or not Hollow. The Void Invasion bosses. Chapter 2 bosses are out for like the 3 people who have already beaten it. Not many have beaten 1-10, and then the next chapter of the Hollow is coming out to help people grind out. So I bought the 30k gem package last event. Yeah, Jarrell, you made a good decision. It was a good decision. We're just waiting it to come out on Android and iOS so we can do a few things here and get you guys a code, get you guys some Transcendence fight stuff, all that nonsense. Okay. Yeah, the next boss is out, but again, nobody's using it. I keep sharing your Discord link, Barry, because you don't have anything set up with your stream. It should be on there. Let me check the Nightbot. I did discipline the Nightbot though, so that might be part of it. It might actually be part of it. Let me check. Commands, custom commands. I'll turn it back on. I'll turn it back on. Cooldown 5 seconds. It should work here in a minute. Exclamation point, Discord working again. It'll probably take a couple minutes before Nightbot actually responds, though. It's so slow. I hate it. MooBot is so much better on Twitch. It was there, it just wasn't turned on. I turn a lot of them off when I do like the sponsor streams and stuff, so. Played this game for like 3 years. I only got 1 E5, which is Garuda. Oof. Low. Yep, we're gonna run the macro if it works. So last time we ran the macro, it was horrible. It just crashed constantly. Every single second, it was just crashing. I feel like none of her sublimations do anything super crazy, right? This one's interesting. So after triggering it, additionally increases self energy by 30 when releasing active skill. So does that mean it's just giving 30 skill damage? Or is it giving us 30 after we release it? We use all the energy and then it gives 30. Macro for what? For adding people to our friends list for the Transcendence fight rewards. Mainly the 5 cores of Transcendence. Man, it is a slow update tonight, huh? It is taking forever. Forever. I feel like it's after, and that's pretty cool. Because then when you like combine this with like with this node, like you can just generate so much energy and get like an active skill probably every round. Sandlot gang forever. And you know when someone's old like you when they reference Sandlot and they know exactly what your one little Like, I feel like I didn't even say it that dramatic, like, forever. But I feel like any kid that grew up and watched Sandlot immediately knows what the second they hear forever. And I think everybody just remembers the chewing tobacco. Every person. Yeah, the update's a little bit slow for Android, it looks like. I keep refreshing. We're still on tap right now, just so we can still check out the hero a little bit. Yeah. We might try to use our B token on Betty. I do like her ability, though. Every 2 actives, she has a chance to twine. Backline again? I don't know. Killing me, Smalls. Am I late for the hero review? I mean, we're still waiting to build her. As far as her overall kit goes, like, her sublimations aren't super defining. They are like nice little bonuses. A lot of them are like control immunity, like lowering the enemy control immunity and boosting your own control precision, but not to the point that Jara does with her focus ability. But she does have a chance to release her active skill the second she hits 100 energy, which is kind of cool. So I imagine what happens is with Thick Booty Betty, if she starts out with an energy artifact, let's just say melodic strings, it at the beginning of the battle, it won't immediately trigger. It won't. However, I think if she gets hit for the first time and gains 10 energy, I would imagine it would trigger. That is something we'll have to test. I don't know how that's going to actually work out. I'll try to put the heroes in TOC this weekend too. Yep. Now, I mean, usually Android's already up to date. Usually Android comes out like 10 minutes ago for server 1. 10 to 15 minutes ago. It's a little late tonight, which might cut into our testing time. I might have to make a testing video tomorrow, but either way, we're gonna have the Transcendence fight set up tonight, and we're gonna have the whatchamacallit, Transcendence fight and the code, special code. Yeah, it'd be nice if Chris Crown League comes back eventually. What's the best moment event to start a new account? Anniversary, Christmas, and Chinese New Year. Anniversary this past year because it gave you 700 free scrolls just for jumping in. So the one part on the active skill, repeated release. So I think, so this is the confusing part. It says dealing damage by 60%. So the damage portion of Scarlet Therapy, you're only going to deal 60% of it with the passive active skill, the effect of which can only be triggered up to 1 time each round. So I imagine what that means is if you hit 100 energy, you then use your active skill and then you get energy fed back to 100. It will not trigger a second time. I don't know if her twine works like Oberon at the end of round. Should be God tier. I don't think it's, no, it's not a seed. It's a twine ability like Flora has, where it just it gets applied when the ability happens. It's not gonna be like end of round or anything. Betty transcends mid tier. Yeah, somewhere in that ballpark, just at first glance. You never know. She could be meta defining. Thinking of mid spending this event, maybe like $200. Don't know if this event is worth it. Honestly, as far as the event goes, you could probably go in. Oh, I don't have it on this. Oh wait, I just realized it's not even out on the later tap servers yet. The event is only out on the first. So they're either dealing with a bug or something's happening. Because if you notice, even on my later server number on tap, the event still isn't out yet. So that's why Android seems to be way behind. The second passive is definitely interesting. So as a mid spender, low spender, I mean, you can get to the Spirit Vein, you get to this Spirit Vein if you really want to. Or Spirit Vein, Sublimation, Spirit Vein, Core of Origin, if you get like the relay this week. That'll be like $100 because we'll have, it depends on how many scrolls you're gonna do. Crystal Crown League gets closed after like 20 seasons. It's about 6 months, around that ballpark. Shoot, I've been playing so long. I miss the 10-star meta. I miss the E3 meta more than the 10-star. The E3 meta added a lot more to the game, I feel like. E3 was like the sweet spot that I really enjoyed. Still able to one-shot heroes, but they had more survivability and stuff. Still waiting on a button to regress heroes. Yeah, no kidding. Why is there an ad in a live video? Welcome to the new YouTube. So YouTube is doing a bunch of changes to ads right now. Number one, they auto add mid-rolls to live stream. So not only do you get the original one, you get mid-rolls automatic. I don't hit a button or anything like that. It just happens. Number two is that starting in November, they're gonna manually be in control, or they're gonna automatically be in control of where ads are placed in normal videos on YouTube too. So right now I typically place the videos and don't put that many in like an 8 to 10 minute video. Be prepared to probably see like 3 ads in the future. It's fun. They're basically taking all ad control out of the content creators' hands, and they're just automating all of it. So yeah, and so previously, their previous iteration of the live stream ads is every like 15 or 30 minutes they would put an ad in for everybody. Now what it does is it does it for each individual. So if you tune in 20 minutes late to the stream, you're not going to get an ad in 10 minutes. You're going to get an ad in 30 minutes. So it's individual to the person. Doesn't really matter to me. YouTube Premium is like the best subscription I've ever had. Because yeah, you could always use ad blocker on PC if that's what you want to do. It does hurt smaller content creators, of course, because the good majority of our revenue comes from ad revenue. But YouTube Premium is awesome for like no ads on phones and stuff like that. It's not janky like some ad blockers are on the phone too. It's really good. Yeah, we have the family plan for YouTube because we just watch so much YouTube on our phones and stuff throughout the day, night, afternoon, all the stuff. Like TV, I watch YouTube on the TV as well, and it's like if you don't have premium on the TV, it sucks. Yeah, we're still waiting on it. It's still literally not even out on the later servers on TapTap, and it's been on server 1 on TapTap for 45 minutes now, almost 50 minutes. Hey Barry, new player, currently level 97, playing less than a month. I have 100 cores. Should I go Fate? Don't do it. Don't do it. Who should I pick? I have E5 Holmes and E1 Eloise. Who should I build after? You should really go for Eloise as your main hero. It's going to be the best option you can do. Yeah, not having premium on TV is unwatchable. Yup. I haven't gotten YouTube TV. I did the trial when I wanted to watch some Stanley Cup playoff games last year. It was okay. Didn't really use it that much though. The YouTube TV is just too expensive. It's like what, $70 a month or something like that for all the TV stuff. I'd rather have like 5 different subscriptions to like Hulu, Peacock, Netflix, Amazon Prime. I'd rather have like all these different ones than like TV channels, honestly. Because then it's still like YouTube TV still sucks because if you want to watch local sports, you get blacked out from all of your local sports channels, which is just the stupidest thing ever. Come on, join the... Yeah, I did 30 cores in Fate earlier, and we got screwed. I got YouTube TV for the Olympics and then canceled it. Yeah. Well, that's what I did. I got YouTube TV trial to watch the Lightning games. And depending on what station was running the game between like NBC, ESPN, whatever it was, a lot of them got blacked out on YouTube TV because I'm in the zip code that you have to have like Bally Sports or Sunshine Sports or something like that. So it's like you get blacked out from it, and it's just so stupid. Oh man, guys, I don't know if I don't know when this is coming out on freaking Android. Is it gonna be like a 2-hour late type one? This is a super late drop here. Again, like I said, even the later servers on TapTap who's had the update for 50 minutes still don't have the event live. Chat on screen is broken. Yep, looks like it. It loves to break when we're on YouTube. There we go. Had to hit the refresh button and it finally populates everything. That video just hurt wasting 30 cores. Luckily though, we get to build Scarlet Queen Halora, but yeah. Watching the first football game of the season, it's hype. I don't know. Living on the East Coast, hearing about Hurricane Lee is scary. Oh my god, that thing's already like gonna be a category 5 and it's nowhere near land yet. Hopefully it just spins out into the Atlantic and it doesn't even go up to like the Carolinas or anything. Supposedly it doesn't sound like it's coming towards Florida, thank god. Hopefully it stays well north and just curves up out into anywhere so nobody gets hit with bad stuff. Really big booty Betty. I mean, okay, so let me talk about why I wrote her name as that. So her name is Therapist of Blood Betty, aka she's gonna be called TBB. When I think of TBB, I just think immediately thick booty Betty. I don't know why. I don't know. Deal with it. Oh man, wonder if Jara and Betty will have good synergy. Sadly, they are not tenants for each other. Otherwise, that would be freaking amazing. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if Jara was a tenant for Betty? That would be amazing. That would be a lot of different types of CC and debuffs, everything. But no. Starwing Jara would be so amazing. But sadly, her tenants are absolute garbage. She probably has one of the worst tenant setups I've ever seen. Because at least like previously, other heroes have like, no, Vulcan. That's not too bad. Azrael, yeah, that's not great. Elena's pretty solid support hero. You even have other ones like Star Alchemist Holmes Young, Sword Flash. I mean, this one's borderline bad, but at least he's useful with a core. Again, most of these have like decent. These are just horrible. No one builds Lord of Death Azrael, and nobody builds Bloodtide Queen Arania, especially not in the early game. You have a voice in the devs, Barry. Use it about what? About changing the tenants. I voiced this last week when I knew. I saw the early screenshot of what the tenants were gonna be, and I was like, I begged them. I literally begged them to change Azrael to Jara. I begged them. Thank God I live below the hurricane line. Most we get over here, tropical storms before the intensity hits other countries. Yeah. I feel ya. But yeah, like if we could get Jara as the slot 2 tenant, could you imagine starting a new account, having Betty as your main Transcendence hero with Jara as your secondary? And then getting both of them to Origin 5. Granted, Betty would be the homeowner, or vice versa, but they would be really good. She's garbage tenant holder, or tenant slot as well. Bloodtide Queen Arania and Phantom Defire Elena. 2 heroes you will never put in a home. Unless you're like a Giga Whale doing some weird stuff with Elena. Like, I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Are you doing account reviews anytime soon? I have no clue. Supposedly, I'm going to have more time for live streaming. However, I think I might be live streaming on Twitch daily during the weekdays for like 3 to 4 hours at a minimum. And I'm going to start up a Magic the Gathering Arena YouTube channel. I don't know if any of you guys actually play MTG Arena. I love playing Historic Brawl, especially, and just making all these janky decks. But I'm thinking about making our 3rd YouTube channel into a Magic Arena and then doing live stream. Maybe Kick. Man, the only reason why I wouldn't do Magic on Kick is just because it's not a popular game on that platform. So I mean, it might be good to do it on Kick, because then discoverability will be better. If anybody looks for Magic, it's like the one channel on Kick, kind of. We'll see. It's so weird. Doesn't make the new hero that appealing. Exactly, Viking. Exactly. This makes me just not even want to build her on the main account to test her. Because do you know how much retooling the account would be to have to make these tenants? They're so random. They're so bad. Yeah, Kick is essentially Twitch, but it gives like 95% revenue split to the creator versus Twitch, which is 50. Barry, what happened to Raid the Dungeon? I still play it once in a while. It was one of our sponsorships. Barry hates iOS. Absolutely. Doesn't have an emulator. Let's see. Is it even on any of the... Oh, I guess they might have patched it then. Maybe they put some sort of patch out on Twitch. Or on Twitch. On TapTap. Let me check server 1 on Android as well. Or what if this updated anything. Still no update on regular. Very on iOS. Ah, man. Apple users in general. iOS is looked down upon. So what did they do? I guess it's out on this server now, which is a positive. Did they change anything? Doesn't look like it, right? I think anything got changed. That's weird. Looks pretty bog standard. Play Idle Heroes on Mac. Oh, that's pretty sweet. The devs, if we put bad heroes as tenants for good heroes, people will build bad tenants. Players, heroes bad because tenants are bad. Don't build. Devs, surprise Pikachu. Yeah, I mean, if a phone's free, it's free. That's awesome. Oh no, haha. What'd you write? All right. I'm gonna go to Google Translate against my best thoughts. Google Translate. Tech language, Chinese. The smile of a super idol is not as sweet as your sun at noon is not as dazzling as you. I like you 105 degrees drop distilled water pure. What? Oh, good old Google Translate. I don't know what you wrote, haha, but thank you. I feel like it was kind words, so I'll be happy with that. The update admin as social credit reduced. Oh god, don't even start talking about that. Seems like legit translate. Yeah, seems like it seems like it's supposed to be like some sort of poem, kind of. Still not out on Android. Do you by chance know any iOS creators have the same macro as you? No, I do not. Sorry. That translator was wild. Yeah. If we can just get this on Android, I'm gonna make the video live and show you guys the code to kind of finish the night out. She might be good for a future hero, though. Yes, you are correct. That's the only holdout hope, is that a newer hero potentially, but like usually newer heroes don't get, like, you can see how old these two are. We got Azrael and Bloodtide Queen Arania. They're like old heroes. If anything, the newer heroes that come out are gonna have like these two. Honestly, the next couple heroes might be good because I feel like one of them might get Hyperspace Hunter Ilamok, and that might be really good for the early game. I usually play Idle Heroes when I record on PC, but normally doing dailies and that type of stuff on my phone. One more time for the Vine Ace skins. What about Ace skins? Get them for wait, you can buy Ace skins, right? For wait, you can get Ace skins. I forget how, right? They put it. No, you still can only get Ace skins, but they just stopped making them essentially. You can get holiday skins for 120. That's right. Island good for mid to late game. Oh yeah, he's a really good survivability hero. Betty's new tenants. Yeah, that's the big hope, is that new tenants for Betty become usable. As it stands, it is not good. Oh wait, I think we have it on server 1. Jump on over. Goodbye, tap tap. Go to server 1 and see if we got it. Doing the first Ace Championship. Any advice? Good luck. Is Betty strong? She seems like alright. Server 2 when? No clue. Which tenant should I use for Aspen? Slot 1 should be Aspen. Slot 2 should be Scarlet Queen Halora. Slot 4 should be Phantom Defier Elena. And I don't remember slot 3. I think it's like Ankirimaru or something like that. Can't remember. Can't actually open it right now. Everything looked the same. Everything looks the same. Everything looks the same. Everything looks the same. Alright, so yeah, I just gotta wait to come out on my server now. And we can make our video, and I don't know if we're gonna test the hero, but we'll see. Is Hyperspace Hunter Islanc better than Mystic Fairy Freya for Vulcan? They do different things. Mystic Fairy Freya is a damage buffer. Hyperspace Hunter Islanc is a survivability buffer. Depends on what you need on your team. Oh no, I tried telling the lead to wait, but she got jittery fingers. I'm gonna need all the luck I can. Is it okay if I use Drake instead? Yeah, it's fine if you're gonna use a Drake in other game modes and stuff, but the Aspen for Aspen is just better stat line. Because you don't want assassins and you don't want priests in your lineup at all for tenants. But yeah, I forgot I got like a free awakening and another awakening for this week too. Barry, what other good pair of 3 heroes are besides Lord of Fear Aspen that doesn't use the Sword Flash? The other one that's very popular right now is going to be the Doom Terminator Vulcan. You go Doom Terminator Vulcan, you go Natalia, and you go Eos. Sun Devour Eos, and Doppelganger Natalia. Those are the 3 that other people are doing, and then you build like Scarlet Queen Halora as your 4th one. Please, Idolmaster. I mean, I'm just waiting. It's fine. Don't worry about it. The dots are there. What synergy is there for Hyperspace Hunter Islamok? Just survivability. The shields are insane. Hyperspace Hunter Islamok Star Swordsman Mockman Aspen is fun. Yeah. You're talking about Aspen as a tenant for Imagine Star Swordsman Mockman? Is that how it works? No, can't do that. Oh, Mockman here? It's a weird one. You always want Queen, at least within your first 4 heroes. What's the best first Transcendence hero? If you have Eloise Neo, you go for Fairy Queen Vessa or Hyperspace Hunter Islamok. Is 30% control immunity against Twine additive or multiplicative? I really don't know how the immunities work. I think they are additive, honestly. I think damage reduction is multiplicative, whereas like control immunity stuff is additive. I think. We should be on my 6 trans after Vessa, Vulcan, Sword Flash, Mockman, and Queen. Honestly, that Sword Flash is pretty useless, Perez. I'd go with 2 support heroes like Mystic Fairy Freya and Hyperspace Hunter Islamok on that type of team. Honestly, having Vulcan and Mockman on your account isn't all that great. Just because you only need like one or the other. Having both is a little redundant. Yeah, I know. The event's just taking forever tonight. It's literally been 30 minutes past the normal time. Who is Jara good with? If you're gonna go for like an early Jara build instead of Lord of Fear Aspen, you always have to take into consideration the tenants. So you always want to build the tenants for your hero. In her case, going for Scarlet Queen Halora as your 2nd Transcendence hero, and then Phantom Defier Elena as your 3rd. it's funny because you know the best two heroes to go in the early game kind of are early to mid are Lord of Fear Aspen and Starwing Jara. Doom Terminator Vulcan is making a fuss in the meta right now, but both Jara and Aspen have Queen, Elena. How did that happen that they have like really amazing tenants? Like really, really amazing. And then even hers like a Jara copy and I mean, look at that. The Eloise fits perfectly into a transition to like her instead. It's kind of crazy. For my first Transcendence hero, is it possible to Lord of Fear Aspen? I mean, if you're ready to Jujitsu, yeah, just build him and start working towards your second Transcendence of Scarlet Queen Halora. It does mean that you're not going to get as much progress with your Eloise, but if you can't build Vesa, you can't build Vesa. What's the best way to hoard Stellar Shards and Crystals of Transcendence? Try to get and buy as many Ores of Transcendence as possible. Still one of the most needed resource in the game. Stellar Shards. Not really Crystals of Transcendence. I'm sitting on like 7 or 8 million and just not using them. Starving Jar before 5 trans is really bad because no reliable energy feed. That is true. Usually Starving Jar is more of a mid-game type hero. How do I counter Valentino, Tix, and Holmes in 1-6? That's a horrible one. There's so much CC, and even if you CC the Holmes young and the other enemies get to attack, still chucks the poison. It's really hard, and it depends on your team setup. If you're in 3-3-2, that is where Mark. That is kind of where, or no, you're in 3-3-2. That is kind of where Starving Jar does start to fall off. You should probably transition into, honestly, like if you're going more of a free to play type route, Mockman's probably gonna be more reliable than Vulcan, or you could just go back and do Lord of Fear Aspen style team. I made his first Transcendent Starving Jar, not great. Yeah, it really isn't all that great. I had to make HHA my first trans. Who should I go for as my second? Honestly, if you went for him first, you should convert him to Lord of Fear Aspen and build Scarlet Queen Halora as your second. That combo will get you so much stuff. Yes, Bloodbinding Twine and Twine should be 2 different types of abilities. So I think there's what? So when it says just twined, that should include regular twine from like Oberon, Flora. I don't know if we'll have any other twining heroes, as well as the upgraded twine, the blood twine. It'll count both. Because it's a control effect twine. I still think this is like a really good core if you're going to build her as the main hero. Should I keep Sword Flash for Mockman or regress and build another hero? Sword Flash doesn't really do anything for your account, even if you have her like as a fully powered up tenant. Like she doesn't do it, sadly. Are you gonna make another optimal free to play or a mess around account in the future? Probably a mess around account. Playing optimal is just not fun to me. Honestly, like I don't enjoy trying to play optimal. I like having fun my own way. And honestly, that's what all the old meme teams used to be as well. We'll see. Because it's not even called the optimal playthrough anymore anyway. It's like... How do you think Queen would be as the first Transcendence? Not horrible, but not great either. She's not really known for her damage. Stop hurting on Sword Flash. She may be bad, but we don't want to hurt her feelings. Yeah, okay. Hey, here we go. It's out. Awesome. Okay, so the event is out. We need to do 2 things right now. We need to get our Transcendence fight going. We got Doppelganger, we got Hyperspace. Don't think we have a Phantom to fire Elena, do we? No. Okay. So the event is finally live. If you guys have been literally hitting refresh, you've noticed this has literally come out like 40 minutes later than it normally does. So a lot of us are impatient in the live chat here. And actually, chat box isn't even up. I just realized that. Sorry, guys, that have been typing. There we go. We got chat with us, too. There's two things we need to do. Number one is we need to get you guys your rewards. So I'm going to start building the hero and getting our team set up for the Transcendings fight. I'm going to just post it in chat right now, and it will be in the description of the video. When it comes out. That is our ID that you'll be adding for Android users for the Transcendings fight. Again, hopefully it works out. Ryan, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the dono.
So is she good? I just tuned in.
We don't know. Her tenants are horrible. That's a whole different topic. But we'll be getting to some testing tomorrow. But first, what we need to do is we need to actually build this hero. Now, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, they actually pushed out another update. This is like the third update they've rolled out. They must have had a lot of fixes, so if we see anything buggy, beware. We might go in on this event, I'm not sure, but what we do have is 90 of these eternal crystals. What we need is some heroes that are swappable. Got 21 Aranias. That kind of solves our problem in general here. I need to go to the prayer circle, so just in case, I mean, I think I'm going to do it. I could use the Betty copies anyway. So Betty is going to be the pick of the hero, which means Betty is going to be the pick in here. Wait a minute. They changed it from the spoiler. No. If you guys remember, in the spoiler, it showed Arania in here and not Betty. And I made a whole point of talking about how that is an awesome change. Not having the most recent hero as a replaceable hero, because like most of the time you're going to be picking that hero. That really sucks. So instead, now I have to look and see what I have. Luckily, it looks like I have a ton of Elena copies. So let's do this. We need 9 Betty copies because, yeah, we need to build this hero up. We're going to have to do some testing with her. Most of our testing is going to be how her abilities and sublimations interact with each other. I don't know how far as building tenants goes and things like that we're going to do this week. We'll just have to see. But we are going to get all 9 of our Betty copies right here. We'll do our heroic scroll some other time. And then we're going to be giving out our CDKEY code. So if you guys are on the live stream here, stay tuned. It'll be coming out real soon. So, Shadow. Sure, yep, exactly. We got a hero that we can swap. Convert. We're literally going to chuck these 9. Where are the Bettys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are the 9 Bettys. Bam. We have the new hero, Betty. We need to make her a Transcendence hero, which is pretty easy because, like I said, we're just sitting on a ridiculous amount of resources. We have a crazy high amount that we're just not using. But we do have to do one thing further. On top of that, we are going to have to replace a hero. I guess we can get rid of Bloodtide Queen Array, but then again, we might actually use her if we're going to throw her in a tenant slot. Let's do no, we need Azrael as well. Oh my god, this really... Okay, I'm gonna have to do the macro. This is so bad. This is so bad. Where's Betty? Wait, why is Betty not in this? Wait, what am I doing wrong? What? Wait, where's my Betty? Hold on. Wait, didn't I just make Betty? No. Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. Yeah, just ignore me, guys. This is why live stuff never really goes that well. That hero. We have Betty already. What we need to make is a Phantom Defier Elena. There it is. 10 more of these soul symbols simply to get you guys the rewards. My goodness. What a waste. We're going to set up our lineup. You need to be in it. You need to be in it. You need to, and you need to, and I think Bloodtide Queen Arania as well. Wait a minute. Who's the last one to get these rewards here? So we have, Doom Terminator Vulcan, Elena, Hyperspace Hunter, Fungus. Pretty much everybody that's powered up on our account for one. This is going to be a power-packed team right here. I think that looks correct. We have the Elena. We have that. We don't need Holmes Young. We don't need any of that. We got the Betty in there right there, which Betty's icon looks amazing. Our team is set up again one more time for this portion of the event. This is the code. I'm going to have it in the description. If you guys want to on the live stream here, try to do it right now. That right there is the actual code to add me. Now, there is one other bonus thing I have for you guys today. So that right there is going to get you your Transcendence Fight rewards. You're going to be able to claim all of them except for this one. You need to actually have Betty in your lineup and battle 10 times with her on your side of the battlefield in order to get this chest. But luckily, it's just a 5-star hero chest. Nothing special. I will put our team, including all of these extra heroes up here, in Trial of Champion. So you guys can try to find me. Although I don't know if I can just yet, but we'll see. I'll chuck these main heroes in here as well. And then I think we need like all the older heroes essentially. I actually don't know if we're going to have all of them. Oof. Actually, we might not have everybody. So you're going to have to hunt around for the rest of that. Yeah, I don't have Mystic Fairy Freya. Don't have Azrael, so try to find and fight whoever you can in this list. Eos needs to stay in. That's pretty much the best I can do as far as Trial of Champion for right now. That'll have to do. And lastly, certainly not least, we have a brand new code, and we're going to throw it on the screen right now. So if you guys want to get another Core of Origin and 777 gems, I think I've already claimed it on this one here, but all caps Barry 09IH. No, I actually have it on this account. So yeah, it's another Core of Origin and 777 gems. Claim it out, get your rewards, and we're going to start working on the macro while this is in the foreground. So, fair warning, those of you guys trying to get the Transcendence Fight with me, it is difficult. Why? Because the macro crashes our blue stacks constantly ever since, like, I think G-Ster was a Transcendence hero, something like that. Again, use that CDKEY code right there. And then let's try getting this macro running and see if it's going to crash the game. So that's the code there. I'll put it in the description as well. 09IH. I'll just put it in here as well. I just want to watch the macro. It probably will crash eventually. One big ask for you guys, if you are doing this, please, once you get your attack in against me, delete yourself off my friends list. This happens constantly, and you can understand why I have so many issues with the friends system. I have so many applications coming in, it just bugs out constantly. You can see how infuriating this actually becomes, right? Like, because that right there should have added like 20 to 30 people. It literally added like 2 to 3. So it can take some time. This is for Android only. It's not going to be for iOS. I'm going to have this running as often as possible. But if you guys are also adding people, you can drop it in the comments down below and people can try to add you as well. Join the Discord community. Join the Reddit community. There's always going to be people doing this. iOS is going to take a little later tonight because I don't think iOS even has the update just yet. And again, one last thing before we go, right there. That's the code. I'll be posting it in a video for those of you guys that are on the live stream, so in case you missed it, and share it around to all your guildmates. So we're just going to let the macro run for the night. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to do some testing videos on the hero, because as it stands right now, I'm going to have to do some work on our account to make this hero work. If her tenants weren't so bad, I wouldn't have to like completely restructure our account just to build this hero. But the fact that like we have to literally retool half of our power on our account just to try a new hero, I'm gonna need some time, because this update was like 45 minutes late. I've been up since 4 a.m. as well, so we'll have some videos out tomorrow. Ryan, Spectre, thank you guys for your donos tonight. They're probably going to be going straight into our account anyway. So yeah, try to get the macro to work. I'm trying. Like you see, there's no hands on the keyboard. It's automatically doing it. And last chance. That is it right there. If you guys missed my ID or anything for the macro, I want to make a video and post it to YouTube very soon. You guys can start adding me and get the macro working. So, all right, guys, I will maybe do a live stream tomorrow afternoon. And I'm talking about here on YouTube, possibly around, possibly around noontime my time. For reference, it's almost 10 p.m. my time. So we're talking in 14 hours. Maybe 13 hours. In about 13 hours, we might have another live stream to actually test the hero. We'll see. Just depends on if everything goes on right with the kiddos. So thanks for stopping by the stream, everybody. Grab your free rewards if possible. If you need to join our Discord, you can hit !Discord here. There it is, the link to join our Discord. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. 420 viewers right now. Perfect number to end on. I'm going to hit the insert ad button a few times if you guys hang around. Yeah, the macro, as you guys can see, is just garbage lately. So many requests come in for my account, it just crashes it constantly. You can see why the frustration I've had the past couple Transcendings fight. It has been abysmal. Constantly. You see what's happening, right? The friends list is so bugged, it is not even funny. I want to see how many people that actually adds. One person. And it's literally, I can't do anything else about it. I literally can't. Even if I were to do this manually, if I stop the macro. Watch, I'll stop it and I'll do it manually. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who I click. It doesn't matter who I click. It does not matter. It's the most effed up friends list I've ever seen. God, does it absolutely... Oh, it actually added a few people, though. Huh. Hold on. I'm going to make a new macro. Record new macro. Okay, so we're going to do some deletions here. I'm just going to set up a new macro then. I'm just going to click like the third person down. Maybe I'm just going to have it do like this. I'm just going to have it click like each one of these just to see if it'll actually add the people. All right, let's see what happens. That actually added quite a few people. That actually was not bad. I'm going to try this version of the macro where I click different ones. It seems to work a little bit better if I just click all 4 visible names. Let's just see how it runs. It's still nowhere near as good as it used to be. So it goes, it shows it like clicking random people, right? It's just clicking random stuff all over the screen. I love it. You can see the button pushes it's doing, right? Yeah, it got a decent amount of people. All right, I need to put an interval between them. Hold on. I got to do one more thing. I don't want it to start immediately. I'm going to give you guys 15 seconds to get the fight done. Okay. All right. Well, there we go. Hopefully you guys get some fights in. Hopefully it doesn't break. See you guys next time.